Okay. Hey, Stella, it's so good to connect again. Thanks for jumping on a Zoom. I just love to do it on Zoom so it's quick and you could just see my order. Otherwise, we're going to go old school. We could definitely fill out this, but if I can just have my computer open once we've chatted, you'll just be able to see what we're doing and make sure we get the product to you in the right amount of time. So thanks for being on.
Thanks for having me. Good to see you again.
Yeah, you too. It was so nice to meet. And I sent you that video. So just double checking that you were able to watch the presentation just to understand the technology before we do the order.
I did. Amazing. I loved just the stories that I heard, and I'm just curious to see what X39 could do for me.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you know what, it's for us, it's been about 6 months now, and we get the opportunity to hear so many stories. And what I love about Australia, for example, is it's been about 18 months. So the stories now long term just get even better and better. And I know out of the States, it's been a few years. So we're just going to really believe this patch on you does some incredible things, right? So I want to ask a few questions first for what's going to be the best to order for you. So we know the X39, it's the hero patch. It's the one we're going to absolutely have in this first order. But curious to hear if you have anyone else, now that you've seen the video, that you're thinking about in this initial order to also patch.
Um, Not really at this time. I'm really just thinking about, I heard a few stories that I could really relate to as far as I do have some knee pain. I'd love more energy. So just kind of thinking about what it could do for me at this point.
Okay. So when we think about an X39 on someone's body, we kind of say this. We're like, do you know what? The X39 on your body could do so many different things, because as soon as your stem cells wake up, we don't know where they're going to go first. So that's kind of the fun thing, right? Like, let's get it on you, and then let's just stay curious around what kind of impact it's having and how it's really starting to optimize your own health. But if I did, you just mentioned that you heard a few things that resonated. What for you would you really be believing for as far as just your own wellness goes?
Yeah, well, I think, with the knee pain, I feel like it's impacting my quality of life. I have, two kiddos, so it just slows me down. I heard one of the stories on that call shared around, a woman just sharing she has much better sleep. And then she just wakes up feeling more rested, and that impacts just different areas of her life, work and family. So I just had the thought I could benefit from that a great deal. So sleep, energy, less, knee pain. Yeah, all of it just sounds amazing.
Yeah, perfect. Well, let's get a patch on you and then really begin to see over time what it's going to do. So, just a reminder, what we'll do when we do your order is we're going to make sure that you have at least 90 days of this X39 on you. Basically, just think about this patch like you would, even though we know some quicker things can happen in your body, think about it like you would, where you've got to kind of build up the regeneration process to see some of what we know this patch can do in your body. So we just say minimum, think 90 days. So the way we like to order is get you the X39. So we have your 3 months worth. That would be our recommendation. There's, before 90 days, and you can see this in the information site that I sent you earlier. There's this quick video where the inventor just says at 30 days, about 70% of people will see some results. But at 90 days, 97% of people have the results, even if it was in your
Wow.
blood test, right? Or even if it was in your urine samples. So there's people that go to the doctors every few months anyway. So we always say, keep an eye on your bloods. Like, let's see what kind of results come there. So are you good with that mindset? Just that this is going to be about a 90-day minimum that you do?
I was thinking to just do the 1 month and see what happens, but it makes, after hearing you explain it, and I think I even heard it on the call that it is important, for the regeneration process to give it that go. So it makes sense.
Okay, yeah, it just builds. It's amazing what will start to happen over time. So I have an order form here, and it's just pretty simple what we're going to need from you. It's going to be the name, your address of where it needs to get delivered to, card number, and I'll just get a few questions because you get your own link too. So I just want to make sure that we have the name that you want on that link if you ever want to start sharing as well. So what I'll just do is open up my screen, and just before we get the order, there's an auto ship that's going to come out next month because the wholesale price comes with an auto ship. So we have you're going to get 3 months. If we go silver, I'll show you silver, gold, and then obviously a big family pack or diamond if you were going to look at that as we shared in the video. But just before I do that, we love to put in an auto ship, one of the support patches that really, again, just begins to fast track some of what we know the X39 is going to do over time. So just as I'm getting this form ready, just let's talk for a minute. You just mentioned knee pain, and you mentioned a few sleep issues. We're noticing that this Eon is an absolute game changer when it comes to inflammation in our bodies. So actually, I'm going to stop that just so I would be face to face with them for a second. So we highly recommend going in an auto ship, putting an Eon. It deals with inflammation. It deals with your central nervous system. And what we say is when your stem cells wake up, they're going to automatically probably go to pain first, we're believing, and inflammation. We know that's where stem cells go in your body first. If we can deal with inflammation, say, let's see what a month of the X39, just purely the X39 does for you. But if we can deal with inflammation, start to deal with inflammation next month, then those stem cells might also go to some of those other issues, right? That we just were chatting about as well. So it's called Eon. It's half the price of an X39. So you'd be at about 69 in your auto ship. And we'd be looking at, of course, the 3 sleeves for the 3 months. And that's going to be 300 as we showed you on that form. So are you good that we'd have about 69 come out next month for your auto ship on this Eon?
Yeah, that works for me. Is it also the 299? Because I know that silver pack is 299. Is next month 299 plus the 69?
Such a great question because you worry that that's going to be every month. No, we've just got the 300 to get you started because it gets you the 3 months of the X39 straight up, like we showed you just in that little video, and then on the order form. So 299 up front and then 69 next month plus tax.
Okay.
But that's all. And then the great thing is we would just do 2 months of that Eon in. So you've got 2 months worth. At that point, honestly, after 90 days, I'll be so excited to really be seeing what's going on. You may not need the Eon after that. And then we might have another support patch, or you'd probably need your X39 again to keep going after that. So there's a few upgrade options where actually it's even less to, spend another $200 and get the packs for cheap again. So we'll deal with that in the next few months. But right now you'd be outlaying 300 and then next month 69.
Okay. As you were speaking, I thought about my mom, lots of aches and pains and inflammation, like Eon could be a really good fit for her. So thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, it's awesome. Well, your mom, like I'll be honest with you, we'd never want just the Eon on a person. So for your mom, we'd probably go X39. In fact, you're gonna get 3 anyway, 3 months worth, because this has a month's worth in it. So you are also getting 3 packs of this. So if you do feel earlier on to pop a few days of patches on her, do the X39. We actually know that's going to do the heavy lifting. But then when your Eon comes, try one of those on her at night with the X39 during the day and just see what that does in her body too. I'd be excited. Most people over about that 60, inflammation's always their issue. So if we can deal with that quickly, then the regeneration can start with the X39. That would be amazing. So yeah,
Okay. Well,
you're gonna have a
I'll
lot
see
of
if it,
people in your mind to think about.
yeah. And I see that it's working for so many people. So I'll see if it works for me and then possibly share with my mom. What do you think of that?
Okay, do I have permission to like speak back to that for a second, just based on my experience?
Sure.
Okay. So, like you, because I haven't patched you, I just shared about this. My husband and I were the same. Like, we kind of jumped, you'll see, right in like diamond level straight up, just once someone shared what the technology is, because we kind of understood light therapy and we understood stem cells. So, it was enough for us to not need a testimony to pretty much order and then call all our friends and be like, hey,
Wow.
we've just dived into just a brand new wellness technology and like here's some information, right? So what I say to people is because your body is so unique, your patch on you might take a little while to really see the results, but on another person, it might give them relief in like a day, right? Like 24 hours. It really just depends what their own body does when stem cells wake up. So
Mm.
even though you want to wait, I get it. I get that you need to understand the technology. I would just say, just don't withhold maybe a few patches for someone that you love, or even just sharing the video, because I'm telling you, this is life changing for people. And when they get this patch on, we're seeing like incredible things happen. Hip replacement surgeries no longer, like happening. They're canceling them. Memories coming back for loved ones. Taste is coming back. Sleep definitely. So mental health is really being healed in even some of my loved ones. So it's just so different for everyone. If you're willing to just not just wait, just with these few that you're going to get, just start to be generous and just see who else needs a patch. And we can always order you more later, or they can order and then you could make a little bit of money and cover your own costs as well. Are you good with that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Understood.
Perfect. That's great. All right. So let's get your order in, and I'm just going to open up my screen right now, and I'll just be putting it straight in so I don't have to keep your credit card details or anything here. And then this will take like 3 minutes and then your patches will be on the way. The great thing is about what's happening in postage is it's just a few days and we'll get those patches to you. If you lived local, I'd actually be able to give you a whole pack as soon as you order. But since we just chatted about it and I'm not local to you, we'll just make sure we get this quickly. So just for the purpose of training, I would already have this global enrollment position open. Okay, so on the form, I showed you silver, gold, and diamond, and there are 5 options here, but we really focus on the silver, the 3 months, because we want you to give this a 90-day commitment. So we are going to go for either the silver or the gold. So you can either go for 3 months of the X39, or you can go for 5 months of the X39. And then in your auto ship, we would just put a support patch. So again, you're not spending 300 or 500 again. The other option, obviously, is the diamond. Did anything stir in you business wise yet around this product, Stella, as you were listening?
Not quite. Not at this point, but I do want to share this with my mom right away and just see once I get mine if she just wants to start with me.
Okay, awesome. So my recommendation is then this is about your initial budget, just your cash flow straight up. Would you want to get
Yeah.
silver where you get 3 months, or would you like, if you already know you're probably going to share, would you like to come in at gold and get 5 months all
I'll
at
start with
once?
silver for now. Would I be able to upgrade or to like switch to gold? Say my mom is interested.
Yeah, exactly. We would just pop back in even before your auto ship comes out, and we could upgrade you. The difference is just going to be $200 then, because you're going to already have paid silver. You'll actually get in the gold upgrade, you'll pay 200. We'll be able to get you some X39s for your mom, but you also get a free sleeve of a support patch. So we could add another Eon into that upgrade. That's a really great next step once you've had, built a little bit of confidence and patched your mom and just used it for a few weeks. So really good. Okay, so now we're just going to do the order. It already comes with the 3 of the X39, and so we're just going to press continue on that. If we were at gold, we'd be able to do a few other options, which later we'll just talk about how these support a few different systems in your body. But for now, we're going to get you just non-negotiable 3 months of your body having the X39. And what we do is we're just going to put the Eon in. I just want to get it in. We want to make sure that this wholesale price stays active for you. So we're just going to pop your auto ship in just a day or two before the end of the month. And also then we can switch it out or change it or chat if you're ready to upgrade by then. So don't worry, we'll be in contact by the time this auto ship comes around. All I'm going to get for you in that auto ship is 1 of the Aeon. So you'll see there, that's 69. And this actually doesn't automate a reminder for you. So if you want to put into your calendar right now, July 30th, then we'll circle back before then. I'll be so excited to hear what's going on in your body anyway, but we'll just talk before your auto ship goes out. Is that okay? Do you want to just pop that in your calendar now?
Sure, I'll do that right now. Thanks.
Okay. So we're going to take names, gender, and then date of birth, best contact number, and your email, because you will get your receipts straight to your email. And then LifeWave will just share some information around the technology with you with that email as well. So the other thing that does happen with this email is our sales team, because obviously this is a person by person like company that we work with. Our sales team will also just add you to an email list. If at any point, because you're not quite ready to share and you don't want to, get that weekly email, no problem at all. Just unsubscribe from the This Is It email that comes through if you need to, but that's where your email goes.
Sounds good.
Perfect. We get your address. This username that we have here, what it just is you get it because you're coming in a wholesale. You are officially a brand partner, which is amazing. And we just get a name that you like, so that if you did ever share your link out just for information, talks about all the patches and someone could order from you. What would be the right name? We're going to try your first and last name, but do you have another name that you like to use for affiliate links like that?
We could use first and last.
Perfect. We'll do that. All right, we love using a password that's super simple, and I'll be emailing this to you as well, just with a little welcome document but it's welcome one exclamation. You can change that, Stella, but I actually say to any of my customers, listen, if you want to keep it as that or shoot me through what it is. Obviously, I'm not going to have access to all your credit card details after this, but I do love to know it. So if we ever need to tweak an order or do something in your back office, I have access to it. Is that okay?
Perfect.
Amazing. Okay, then we're going to get next month's order, the same address. Oh, it's summertime. Are you going to be traveling anywhere in case we want to get that Eon to you somewhere else?
Not anytime soon.
Okay, perfect. So that'll come in a month's time. And then I'll take your card details. And just checking, is your address the same for billing purposes?
It is, yes.
Okay, amazing. So then we agree. These policies and procedures, it's just basically being an affiliate with LifeWave. So you can go through and have a look at them. In fact, when we log on to your back office for the first time, it asks you to agree with them. Do you mind if I just press tick for now and then we submit the order?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. Now, that's not going to go through, obviously, but just for this purpose of training, it goes through then where we check the order together. We get excited. So I just say, oh, as I'm doing it, I just say, I'm so excited. I can't wait for you to get this. And then we've just got the Eon in the monthly order. And now we're just going to press send. And then as I press process, I literally say with them on the call, just give it a minute. And I say, now, LifeWave's going to send you 3 emails straight up. Okay. So you're going to get a welcome, you're going to get a what you ordered, and you're going to get what's in your auto ship as well. So just have them there as reference. Again, keep it for taxes. If you get to keep the receipt for taxes, no problem. But as soon as I press submit, that's what will happen. And your patches will start to get to your door as soon as we can get them. So congratulations. And then it spins for a minute and then I'm like, congratulations. I cannot wait to hear what happens when you get these patches on you. And I'm honored that you wanted to really trust the process and become a brand partner with us. So thank you so much.
It's great. Great. Vanessa, for training purposes, do you also let them know that one email will come personally from you that has a couple like simple
Yeah.
steps?
Yeah, I say, and then I'll email. I even like to send it to you just as a welcome. So you actually have an easy reference to a little Canva document. It's just going to show you exactly, it's going to show you like a few videos on what to expect and like how much water would be really worthwhile to drink and just some of that. And then I'll say this, I'll say, what I have in that document as well is just some of the ways we love to share and a bit more information about this technology. It's a company that's just growing like crazy around the world. So if you do have someone else in mind or you want to do some more learning, because it's so fascinating to start learning about this technology, I've added that into the welcome document too. So, and then I say there's no pressure our end, but we also do have testimony calls. We have more information like testimony Zooms and technology Zooms where you can really learn about it. It is amazing to surround yourself with so much storytelling around wellness. So do keep those in mind. Or if you have someone else that you want on that call, just let me know and I can send you information and invites to those people. I love to every week remind my customers a call is on. Are you okay that I'm just going to shoot you a text every week when our Aussie testimonial nights are on, or in America when there's some information opportunities? Are you good that I just text you with some of that info?
Sure. It's great.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
We're here to support the journey. This is not health coaching. This is not necessarily a support system where we need to track too closely. We just more stay in touch, Stella, so that we can actually get excited about what's happening in your body or answer a few questions. It's super simple. You're going to patch either the back of the neck or under the belly button. Or really, if you're telling me about your knee, the second you get this patch, day one, just pop it straight on your knee and let's see. It doesn't matter where that patch is on your body, but let's just get it where you're feeling some of that pain and see what happens. Awesome. Okay, I'm so
Perfect.
excited. In the email, you'll get something called a health tracker. That health tracker is not to stay accountable to me and lots of things you have to do, but it's really to curiously explore about 10 different ways we see this patch impact your body. So print it out. You got a day 1, day 7, month 1, right up to 90 days. Personally, I love that just to continue to build feedback and get data from some of my customers, but you're going to love it because actually sometimes we don't notice what quality increases in our life when we start to heal. So print it out, fill it out, and I'll reference it just before our auto ship goes out and just kind of see what have you been noticing, and then we'll talk about it then. So you're good to print that out?
Sounds good. And I'll find that in the email that you sent me.
Exactly. It's in the
Perfect.
welcome. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, awesome. We'll speak to you soon. And don't forget, if you got anyone else that's just curious about this product, let me know and I'd love to help them order.
All right. Thanks, Vanessa. I'm
Okay.
excited.
Me too. Talk soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. I feel like we covered a lot of bases.